The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to the show. Let's get right into the news. Jane Manchun Wong tweeted a screenshot of Facebook to Instagram story cross-posting. Right now, when you post a story to Instagram, you can select for it to cross-post to Facebook, but this would happen the other way. A Facebook spokesperson told TechCrunch that the company is now formally testing the cross-posting feature to make it easier to share moments with the people who matter to you, since people might have different audiences and followers on Facebook versus Instagram. Facebook will continue to explore options for simplifying and improving how stories work across its apps. This two-way operability of stories between Instagram and Facebook is a precursor to Facebook's efforts to unify its Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram Direct chat features that could end up involving end-to-end encryption across the apps, protecting messages from people who shouldn't be seeing it. However, the governments of various countries have been complaining about how encryption could hide the activity of criminals, and some see intertwining the chat features as a way to make it harder for regulators to break up Facebook because of this messaging across all platforms. We'll continue to keep an eye on how this plays out. I also came across a really good article today from Eventbrite. 7 Instagram story ideas for your next event. Obviously, Instagram stories are huge for events because it lets people see what's going on in that moment. There was one great takeaway from this article that I really liked, and that is influencer takeover, which is their number 4 suggestion of how to use Instagram stories during events. Ask one of the people who's speaking or one of the people who is presenting to take over your Instagram account to create stories for a day or a week leading up to the event or at the event itself. I'm glad this is a suggestion because this is one of my favorite things to do. When I attend a conference, I reach out to the people who are running the conference and offer to take over their Instagram at any time during the event. I love that because it gives me a chance to show all the fun that I'm having at the event and gives people an opportunity to follow along and see what I'm doing, as well as see if they're interested in following my content going forward. This is one of the best suggestions that I've found for events. Definitely look into influencer takeovers for events. The next suggestion that they made, which is also really good, is to do a Q&A. And you can use the question and answer sticker in Instagram stories in order to do that. If attendees have a lot of common questions, you can take those stickers and you can use those on your story highlights. So people who go to your page at any time can see those story highlights and get the answers that they need. And you can call that story highlights FAQ. I want to mention briefly that there is a new episode of my podcast up on my website, or you can search for the Instagram Stories podcast wherever you get podcasts. I'm interviewing Chris Davis of Trickle Digital about the gallery carousel posts he creates, which are huge and filled with a ton of value. They're really eye-catching, and they've enabled him to add 1,000 followers in just 30 days. This is super interesting. Definitely check out this episode. I think you're really going to like it. Just search for the Instagram Stories podcast wherever you get podcasts. Thanks for listening.